Foreign in some major study decisions and passing its test in 2019. Fire Emblem 3 Houses Fire Emblem Gage makes a surprising decision to take a purposeful step away from that focus on time management and teaching almost time many base activities and socialize and are still here, but Engage makes a smart move to adjust its cities back towards the roots of the series by putting engine tactical combat first and from what there is reverence for Fire Emblem's past. That is clear in every aspect of it, including the spirits of legendary heroes from previous games that power up. Your team brings strategic depth and visual flair every time they unleashed its classical good versus evil story. May not reach the same heights of its predecessor, but the Diamond Dragon's adventure still stands tall among its peers both on its own merits and as a wonderful tribute to Fire Emblem's history. Foreign Engage first introduced the idea that while rings house the spirits of protagonists from Fire Emblem's past. I will admit I was a bit skeptical these legends will advise you spar with you and become your battle companions, that you try to collect every emblem ring to defeat the big bad Fell Dragon who wants to corrupt them. While it's fun to see familiar faces, there was also plenty I didn't recognize. This had me worried about how much of the best trophy I was going to miss out on, given that some of those characters have never had their adventures officially translated outside Japan. How can I be more like you? And yet out of course of my 16+ hour adventure I found my worries to be unfortunate. Fire Emblem Engage managed to celebrate its long history of compelling characters without making you feel left out if you never played through the stories firsthand. Your own character Eldir has a story that is still the driving force behind your journey and Engage, and while the Emblem heroes play an important role, it's one that does its best to save in the context of your current adventure everyone. Engage with emblems, yes, I may have giggled out a bit when like from Path of Radiance joined my team, but even emblems like Sigurd or Leaf are fun to fight alongside despite me knowing next to nothing about them. Thanks to the power they granted my team in combat, the true talents of those emblem rings shine when taken into battle. Just having one equipped provides a host of bonus and skills and culminates in the ability to engage their true power. For a short period, their resolution fusion between your characters and the legendary heroes make them unmissably standouts on the battlefield with those transformations, granting me powerful unequipped weapons and special engage skills. It became a huge game changer for how I approached each missions. In addition to the larger changes, emblems introduced, Fire Emblem Gears has refined almost every aspect of its turn-based battles in similar ways to enhanced visuals, i.e. improvements and subtle new spins, have been introduced to the classic combat mechanics. The celebrated weapon triangle was made as Stream Fighter returned with a new break mechanic to temporarily disarm opponents for the rest of the turn, while smashing enemies with heavy weapons can physically push them out of defensive titles. My favorite new Battlefield edition by the far is the massive overhaul to the Halo class. Thank you, historically they have always been the weakest link, but no longer the ability to use martial arts. To break the weapons of archers, mages and thieves gives them much more of a bite, and they can also use unequipped guardian abilities to protect allies from farm harm so long as their health bar is full up. What is that in the bag 3? Is that a throne where Fire Emblem 3 houses, trusting you into dramatic conflict between rival nations and former friends. Fire Emblem Engaged deal things back a bit for better and for worse. Its story is a classic tale of ancient evils, reawakening, a messianic protagonist, and various nations united under a common banner. For good, I will admit I was not quite sold in a leader in their Aquafresh toothpaste had designed, but finally having a fully voiced Fire Emblem protagonist helped me get ever the fairly fast it helps. So many of my engaged plot points from the growing points between Alike and their friends to some insidious plans enacted by the Fall Dragon and his minions happen most chapters usually, and was defending the boss, but Aurelian's own contained bosses left me feeling a bit conflicted. The Four Hounds are the main handmaid of the big bad, and you will be seeing a lot of them. They all have different reasons for being on Team Evil and even made for some challenging opponents. Yeah, I cannot count the number of times I have had to fight these Lakis only to have them swear revenge and run away. Again and again my orders do not involve dying in any army, just let them saunter off. I don't even think they were bad charm.